following show of Excuse Me, I'm Talking may contain strong language, adult themes, and unfiltered opinions. Listeners' discretion is advised. The views expressed belong to the host and guests and may not be for everyone. We're not responsible for your hurt feelings, your side eyes, or sudden moments of self-reflection. You've been warned. Now let's talk.
They say I'm insane. Must be something wrong inside my brain. 'Cause I hear demons calling out my name. Am I insane? Or does everybody feel this way?
Welcome to Excuse Me, I'm Talking. I am your host, Brice D, Vick. And next to me is my little sis, Red the Shooter. She's not only the shooter, she's a sniper with the camera. She'll kick to all your favorite celebrities and movements and trying to capture all of that. This is Young Hicks. I named him Young Hicks only because he's the little one, but with the big future and a big ass personality, but I wouldn't want it anything less from you. Producer, entrepreneur, ladies and gentlemen, Young Hicks. Today we got a hot one here. We got a hot one here, baby.
Okay.
This spicy conversation is gonna stir up a lot of controversy. Like I couldn't even put it all on the cue cards because this conversation, honestly, it really needs to happen. You know, this is masculinity versus femininity. And no one is right, no one is wrong, but one is looked upon, you know, a little taboo-ish, and the other one is so traditional that is, you know, and the conversation needs to be had only because I think for myself, I would like to be knowledgeable and get educated on, you know, the different fashion statements or sexuality, what is born this way, what is the outside aesthetic versus preference. Mm-hmm. So today we got a very special guest, my friend Tim, who enlightened me with his, I would say, his eccentric style. Mm-hmm. His style was a little bit out there. Mm-hmm. He has a bold personality, but a little later on we'll get into that. Okay. I think y'all gonna, you know, enjoy this conversation. It's gonna be a little juicy, but first we are gonna play our little game that we normally play, but it's not the black card game. It's actually, oh yeah, we this is the switch up. Actually, let's name this game the switch up.
It's game time! Brice will ask the questions, buzz in if you know the answer, and if you get it wrong, the other team gets a chance to steal. Most points wins, so play along at home.
Since the topic is masculinity and femininity, what we're doing right now is going to do a little sports. And I think both of y'all will find this very interesting. So y'all already know the rules. First person who hits gets the answer. If you get the answer wrong, you get to steal, or you get to steal. Since you are the champ, I'm already giving you a point for just being who you are.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Okay?
Collusion.
So it's 1-0. Let's go.
He talking to this side. He talking to this side, not this side.
I bet.
First question is, who's known for yelling, "Ball don't lie," after a missed free throw?
I'm trying to think of it as a person, but it's not really. Like
You're right, Rasheed Wallace! Yeah, woo! Go!
Rasheed Wallace? No, that was a difficult question. A lot of them do that, so I didn't know that.
Every basketball player does that.
I know. Yeah, cool.
That started with Rasheed?
That's what's up. I didn't ever do that. I'm a Laker fan.
I'm a hooper.
I'm a Laker fan.
Well,
we all say that shit.
No, it's not true.
I usually don't watch.
He started saying ball don't lie. He was the first one to say that shit.
Yeah.
Question 2.
Wow.
Which?
Why did she get it?
Right. She got it. 2-0. Let's go. Come on. You got this, champ. You got it, champ. Which wrestler superstar catchphrase was, "If you smell what the rock"?
Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, it's not. It's The Rock.
The
You
Rock.
smell what The Rock is
Shit.
cooking. Something. It's The Rock. You literally said it. If you didn't talk, he literally gave you the answer.
I ain't let him finish.
No, Stone Cold Steve Austin was oh my God. Did you watch wrestling?
So
what was Stone Cold Steve Austin?
2-1. Let's go. Okay.
He said, Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Yeah, we are.
We got it. We got it. If you keep talking, your point will be taken away. Say one more
It's
word.
rigged, buddy.
Who currently holds the NBA record for the most career 3 points made?
Steph Curry.
Yo, that's
lying.
that's cheating. That's cheating.
No, it
I
wasn't.
knew
You gotta
the
wait.
answer.
No, but you hit
You
the
had
buzzer
to-
before I said
I
the Rock.
knew the answer.
No, you hit the buzzer before you did the Rock. She knew it.
Listen, even
No, she hit the buzzer before you said the Rock, and she got it wrong, and then I stole it. We have to set up some ground rules here. You gotta finish the question.
I know the question. It's the game. I know the answer. If I know the
He didn't even say. He
that's
said
like
3
saying
points.
somebody
He
say
could say
how many
miss.
points did
He
Kobe
could say
Bryant
yes, the
make?
most 3
Before
pointers
you
missed.
even
You
say
didn't know
how
that.
many
Okay,
points
hold on.
did Kobe, I'm already gonna
Can we
hit
set
it. 'cause I
some
know
ground?
it's
Can we set
81.
some regulations here?
Let me consult.
I'm beating his ass so much. I'm gonna wait for the question.
Collusion.
3-0. Let's go.
You took my point away?
Yes, just for being you. Okay. The next question is: before becoming a boxer, which other combat sport did Jake Paul compete in?
But wait, see, he's
Wrestling.
fussing it. No, it doesn't count. You know why?
It what?
Because he just said we gotta
Wrestling.
wait until we finish the question.
We didn't set that ground rule.
You just
did
told
set
me
that
to.
ground rule.
No.
4-0. Come on, you got this, champ.
How did
Okay.
she just automatically get the point?
Because
And
you
what
just
was it?
told me to.
It was he wasn't.
It's UFC,
he
UFC.
didn't compete in
No, he
anything.
didn't compete in UFC. He was
He was a
YouTube.
YouTuber, so
But
he didn't
but
compete
him and his
in
brother were
boxing.
also
It was,
wrestlers,
though.
though.
But
They
you
also
just
wrestled in high
said
school.
I couldn't
Bro,
do it before you finished.
facts
Johnny
don't lie.
Logan?
He was he
a
came
trick
from
question.
YouTube and turned pro boxing.
I know that.
So
Logan was a wrestler. I got them.
You're -0. So even if you get this one right, you're still good because you complain too much in the game. That's why
You're
don't
cheating
get
the
it.
game.
He can't come to any cookouts. Even if you
I'm trying to
he
say
can't.
you. I'm trying to say you.
Yeah, please. Okay, here we go. Which NFL quarterback has won the most Super Bowls in history? Come on.
Tom Brady.
That's right. But see, this is how you play. You see?
And I waited, just let you know.
That-
I waited 3 seconds after
exactly,
you finished
and
the
you
question.
still didn't know that in Tom Brady.
Because I didn't want you to cry when
So
I
right now, 5-0. You still can make it up. This
Yeah, what's the next
bonus
question?
point.
5 questions? 5 points?
I'll just give him some hope and courage.
Damn.
Just giving him some hope. and
We got a
courage.
bonus 5 points. Come on, man.
All right. Okay.
Give me a chance.
I might blow his ass out the water.
Oh my goodness.
Be fast. Be fast, both of y'all. What number did Kobe Bryant wear for his first Hall of Fame in the NBA career? What X went on first? I didn't see it. Judges says
8.
number 8 is right. 6 negative.
No, you said 10. No, I got 10. That
10.
point was worth 5.
-0. Last question. Who said the iconic line, "You play to win the game," in the post-game rant?
That was oh god.
It wasn't, oh God, you
No,
lost.
it was-
Yeah,
it was-
you won again. Thanks
Coach,
for playing.
you play to win the game. Like it's
You lost.
who's
Yo,
Herm
when
Edwards.
we
Herm
get
Edwards.
back-
Herm Edwards.
It wasn't, yeah, it was actually, but you already lost. Take this and strive. Yo, when we get back, we starting a conversation with, excuse me, I'm talking, the emitters community. It's serious, provocative, and also this is a conversation that you don't want to miss. So get a snack and come. Now, I ain't going to steal Wendy Williams' line, but yo, stay tuned with us. We'll be right back. You heard? Hey! Yo, you did better than I thought you was, but yo, that was a wild game. That was a wild game.
Yeah.
Yo, that was funny, hilarious. I didn't know you was that knowledgeable about that. I
come on
give
now.
you that.
Come on
I
Come on
give
now.
you that, my guy. Yo, this is the time right now where we invite the community, the emitters community, and we are right now on What Say You?
And now, it's time for What Say You? The part of the show where we hand over the mic to you, the emitters community. What say you?
Usually we like to start and kick off with a video to kind of get the conversation going
That's right.
and really start something a little bit that could be controversial, but could also be opinionated. Let's find out. We have a couple guests coming in, but I think we want to start with the video first.
Yes, we do not own the rights to this video. Just to let y'all guys know, this is strictly off of Instagram and solely our opinion.
That's it.
You right about that, Ray?
We did not create this video.
I just said You see?
I'm just doubling down. I'm doubling down.
He don't stop.
His name is Junior.
Yo, take a look at this video.
Go ahead.
Roll it.
My son's teacher called him a slur today.
On Friday, I came home crying because this boy said that I was gay, and he had the whole gym laughing. So I told the teacher. They said they was gonna do nothing about it. They didn't do nothing about it. And then today, he called me gay again. I told the teacher, so I won't get in trouble. And the teacher said the way that I walk, that she think I'm gay too. And then she pulled me, and then she was like, "Do you know why I said that?" And I'm like, "No." And I was crying, but she came over there and she was like, the other people are noticing that you walk funny too, and the teachers are talking about how, like, I'm gay. When she was done talking to me, I got up and I was packing my stuff because it was there. And the boy came over there, and I pushed him away from me, and I got it right up.
You know what? It's usually my job to be unbiased, but enough is enough. How dare someone who is supposed to be a teacher say something like that? You're supposed to be protecting the children. So what they walk a little funny? Do not impose what you think onto a child. Mannerisms come from what a child is observing. That has nothing to do with who they are. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. I can usually compose myself in front of company. And speaking of our guests, up top we have Paris. Paris is a singer, songwriter, and actor based in Los Angeles, California. And below, we have Timothy, who is also an entrepreneur. He is a makeup artist from New Orleans. Chiming in on the line here and there, we have Ashley and Danny. And with that, let's talk upbringing.
Even just looking back at my life and going through therapy and things of that nature, I was bullied as a kid. You know, I had a lot of feminine characteristics. And I had to really like dissect that and understand where was all that coming from. And I feel like, you know, sexuality, it comes from, honestly, your upbringing and childhood trauma and stuff like that. Like, I was more feminine than my other siblings. Like, and I'm like, what's going on? But like, also I had to realize I was raised by my grandmother. She had multiple hair salons. I was around a lot of women. I was more close to my mom than my dad. So you're going to pick up certain things from who you're around as a kid. Like, you get me? And then you bring that into the world. And so I feel like that's where masculinity and femininity come from. It's more masculine women out here due to the fact that they were probably raised by their dad. They had brothers, you know, so they got those type of like mannerisms from who they were around as a kid. So that's where I personally feel like femininity and masculinity come from, you know? So that's just my take on it, and it makes a ton of sense to me.
I think with what you said with that, with Danny, her brother, he was raised around a lot of women, and I don't think I think as an adult now, he learned how to treat a woman and how to that role. But as far as him having the feminine part, no, he's masculine to the T. But he did learn how to treat a woman and how to respect and all of that part with growing up with all women around him.
I just don't believe that just because you was raised by a gender that you will become gay. I think that you're already gay.
And I completely agree. And I think that what it could do though is make you a little bit more. It could have you have a little bit more feminine traits than somebody who has more masculinity.
Yes.
Like, so let's say like I was raised by two parents with some men around. Somebody who was raised by just their mom and then the aunts around, they might have a little bit more emotional reactions to certain things than I might have, because somebody
or more attention to
that emotional side. That's all. That's what I mean by
Well,
like a feminine masculine. Because you're around more femininity, you might have a more feminine response. I'm not saying that's gonna make you gay. I completely agree with you.
The gist of what you're saying is, I get and I agree with you. I think for me, I was raised by predominantly women, and I also went to dance school. in by a black dance school. So most of my teachers were women, and very strong women at that, black women, and then flamboyant men. So home life was black woman who was very structured. My mother was very soft and very Claire Huxtable, very soft with me. My grandmother was, you better be, ruled with an iron fist. You understand? So that was that. Then 7 days a week of intense ballet, modern dance training with feminine teachers. So my identity was, okay, this is the way you're supposed to talk. Okay, this is supposed to be the way you walk. Until I started getting teased, and I was like, oh, what is that, huh? I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. But I'm already set in my mannerisms. You know what I mean? So what I did was I embraced it. Don't got shit to do with my sexual preference. Correct. I'm not gonna be the person who's sport that ain't me. But am I ever gonna walk in heels and be like, yeah, come on, girl? That's not me. You feel me? But I'm very eccentric. Hell, I got blonde hair and tattoos on my face. I'm Dennis Rodman, meet fucking Brishnikov. You feel me? So I get it, and that's why I believe the conversation. And again, never judge a book by its cover, because I can look back at a lot of people who tease me and be like, yo, y'all claimed that was something that I have no idea. Right. So now you eat a dick. You feel me? So I that's why I'm so hard on children as well.
Okay, he said what he said, honey. But that is so true. The people that raise you are only giving you characteristics. They can't dictate what your sexuality is going to be. That doesn't make any sense. When you think about somebody's characteristics and it automatically drives you to what you think they prefer in bed, and that person is a child, you are all the way in the wrong. But those thoughts are coming from a social system, so it really just makes you ask, well, who made those rules up?
Who started like men in heels, or who started women in heels, and how come it's such a taboo when guys wear high heel shoes and press on nails? Who said that is a feminine thing, and who said it's a masculine thing?
Well, if we want to get historical with it, back in the beginning of time, like in the 1600s, 1700s, it was men who wore heels first. Back in the it was men who wore makeup first. It was men who wore wigs first. That was how it was in that time. And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You said in the 1600s?
In the 1600s, 1700s in Paris, it was men who were wearing high heels. It was men who were wearing makeup and blush and lipstick. It was men who were wearing powder wigs and lace fronts and all of those things. I think that it's just the way that society changes is the way that we change. We want to conform to conform to the times. I don't think that it's either here nor there. I think anybody can do whatever they please to do. I don't think that you have to conform to what society tells you that you need to be wearing. If men can only now wear sneakers and they can't wear heels, but 200, 300 years ago, they were.
And can I ask you, Timothy, really quick? I guess this is like a conversation, right? So, this is the first time I've ever heard of that, so that's news to me.
Now hold on, because I know that you've seen this before. Whether it's on a coin or a greenback, our founding fathers are all rocking powder, all rocking ruffles, and all rocking lace fronts all up on our currency. The more you know.
But the reasoning behind why they were wearing like makeup and heels and things of that nature back in the 1600s, do you know the reason why and what that was for?
It was for status. It was for status. It made you look wealthy. It made you look rich. They wanted their skin to be white. They wanted their hair to be white, because when their hair was white, that means you're wiser than someone who was young with dark hair.
Okay, so great, right? So that was in the 1600s. They did that due to the fact of them wanting to look superior or different from who they really were, right? So why are men doing that today?
Because they want to.
Okay.
Let's get into a more controversial version of this topic.
I think I might get bashed from
Go
like
ahead.
for saying this, but I honestly genuinely think it's um how do I put it? A mental disorder, personally. I feel like it's therapy that needs to be taking place at that point.
It's
If they
gender
want to,
dysmorphia.
like, for sure, I feel as if like they want to go to the extent of like changing their sex and going through like surgeries and all that. That's a different conversation that needs to be had. It's because sexuality and masculinity, femininity, I think it's all different. Sexuality is a preference of who you're attracted to, right? But when you want to go take it a step further and change your like DNA and change your genitals, like that's something that's going on mentally. And I think therapy is.
So you're saying you think all transgender is a mental disorder?
Being in healthcare, before you can get the surgery, you do have to go
You
through.
have to go through mental.
Have to. It's a
Yeah,
requirement.
they
Before they even
no
sign
doctor
off
and
of
they're
it, they have to
no
approve it.
doctor's gonna do it. Like no doctor in good practice would do something like that. When you are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is when you start hormones. You can do hormone blockers that can be reversed. No doctor in good practice is gonna dismember a fucking child. I don't think that's happening the way that people are saying that it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start with
No, it's happening.
No,
It's happening.
but it's happening. It happens because there are cases where they get older
what
and say, "I don't
child
want to
is
be
having
a
sex
transgender
changes
anymore."
and breast augmentations.
And but not even children, right? I'm talking about adults who want to even
Yeah.
do that.
But that's if you're an adult, you can do whatever you damn well please, and nobody
Absolutely,
can tell you
but
differently than that.
I
If that's
do
what you want to do, then do it.
absolutely, but I do feel like it's a mental illness for sure. Like for them to want to physically change who they are, you don't think that that's a mental illness? No.
I wouldn't say illness. I think that it's something that needs to be explored. I think it's something that needs to be like looked into. Obviously, you don't just come up with this decision overnight. It's not like, oh, I wake up and bam, I want to do this. It's something that is always lingering in the back of your mind. It's not something that is just like thrown on you and you're like, oh, I'm going to do this. Some people do it because it's trendy, and I'm not going to lie. And then they end up
Yeah.
detransitioning later in life.
I was going to say, I
But
think
if it's
now
something,
these new kids, social media plays a big part in.
right. But I mean, if you do it because it's trendy, then that is your place
It's a
to make that
mental
mistake, and
illness.
you might regret it, but that's your right to make that
Absolutely.
mistake.
Yeah.
You can be like, I regret this.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. I'm personally against I have like trans friends and all that, love them down, but like ultimately I personally am against that. I don't feel as if they are healthy.
Then they're not your friend.
I mean, again, like they're my friend. Like them changing who they are, like physically, does not change who they are as far as their character goes. Right? They're a great friend to me, but I don't have to agree. I don't have to agree with the friend that snorts coke. I don't snort coke. But they're my friend. Like I don't have to agree with everything a person does to call them a friend. Right? So, they are my friend, but ultimately, I don't feel as if I just don't agree with changing their sex. It's just a mental
So
illness.
if it would
It's-
become illegal and we started to prosecute these people, and it got to the point where they start lynching trans people, will you sit there and let your friend be lynched?
No, I would be against that. That's taking a life.
But you don't agree with what they're doing, so you would be for that.
No, I don't agree with what they're doing, but I also don't feel as if they should be killed for it, right? What is it called? Like when you were like back in the day, like maybe like a few years ago, even like in Florida, like you did a crime and then you had to get what is it? The electric chair and all that, like the death penalty. Like I don't agree with that. Like do your time in jail or whatever, but I don't agree with taking someone's life because they did something wrong. What I do agree with is going to therapy and having doctors like banning that and not allowing doctors to physically cut genitals and create genitals because it's just like a mental illness. That's just my take on it, and I just don't approve of it, and I just don't feel as if it's right. at all. Love who you love, like gay, straight, bisexual, love who you love. Like, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like changing who you are down there, it's ridiculous. It just
Yeah,
doesn't make
I think
sense.
that, yeah, I get what you're saying,
Yeah,
but we have to remember that sexuality and gender are not the same thing.
What's the difference?
exactly. And I think
Sex,
society
okay,
has
your sex is what you have between your legs. That's your sex. That's your biological sex.
yeah.
Your gender is a social construct. It's a spectrum. It's something that was created for us to fall in line to society.
Correct. So you agree with changing a biological, God-given thing?
If that's what you want to do, it's your body. You can do whatever you want.
If changing yourself is a mental illness, you should think of all the other forms of gender-affirming care, like BBLs, breast augmentations, hair transplants for men that are balding, and testosterone shots. Straight people do it too, all in the name of feeling comfortable in your body, whether it's being feminine or masculine. Now check that.
I think you start getting into playing God once you get to that point. So I don't necessarily fully agree with you, Paris, and that it's a mental illness. I think
I
it's a
say playing
dichotomy.
God. I'm saying you are in control of your own life. Like, yeah, God gave you your life, but you
God gave you
have
your
free
life,
will.
but
You are in
changing
control
a
of what you do.
biological given thing is almost playing God. You're changing exactly who you are to your almost biological scientific thing. These are facts. Like you just said, gender identity is a created construct. Sexuality is not.
A trans man can never be pregnant. That's something that cannot happen. If God, let's say, did not want it to be possible, then it wouldn't be possible.
That's a lie.
If God didn't want us to be able to have surgery and turn a penis into a vagina, then it wouldn't be possible. You can do that, but if a man becomes a woman, he can never be pregnant. There are things that are possible and things that are not possible. It can be done. So if that's what you want to do, then do it.
It says in the
If
Bible
God,
he's against homosexuality, but a lot of us like are
the Bible does
doing
not say
that. So
homosexuality.
I mean, well, that's what we were
The word
preached.
homosexuality is not in the Bible.
What I want to say is, just because you can, doesn't mean you necessarily should. Same thing when it goes over. Same thing when it goes over into our biggest downfall of human race is the human race, right? Our biggest advantage point within technology is technology. Our biggest advantage is technology. Our biggest downfall of technology is technology. So that's why we have the movies of iRobot, why we have the movies of these things, because at the end of the day, you have people who are trying to stop that from happening. Then you have somebody over here who's trying to make it happen because you can, and he can do it. So it comes back to the same point of, yeah, you can change, and Paris is where I feel you. Yes, you can change it. But at the same point in time, should you?
Be who you are and express who you are. But don't make other people accept it. You
Exactly,
can't make
because
other
that's
people.
a big thing too. Someone don't have to like
Right.
There you go.
because you are. Just because you are, it doesn't mean I have to like it. You know what I mean? And that's
There
the
you go.
line between it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Don't force it down my throat,
Yeah.
and you don't be in my
And
business.
that's exactly what I was going to pick up. It's like, where does that line get drawn to where it's what we were talking about with the locker room stuff? Like, if you're a woman transitioning, but you still swinging, like, where is that line crossed when you butt ass naked and you swinging to women? Are you making them uncomfortable? Like, vice versa.
Here's
Like,
that deal. Yes, I think that it needs to be permission on one side of my, like this side of my shoulder. The devil is saying, no, it's wrong, and wrong. And my angel is saying, these gay people don't really, or transgenders, they don't really want to do anything but be accepted in those locker rooms. They ain't looking at you in no nasty, perverted way. Some are. I ain't saying 100%, but you know, because there's a whole bunch of freakos. But you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, they just want to be accepted. But again, you have to, transgenders, you got to understand that this is something that you're dealing with. Don't put that on other people. So sometimes a reaction is gonna be frightening, and you might want to fight, but you have to understand that this is all new to us. So let us ease and go through. You just can't say, accept me right now, right now. You know, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you could accept as a person, but again, when it comes to certain things like sports, I do think that there should be a division.
Line.
Because it's listen, just to say a woman transitioning to a man and she's going to play football, you think she's going to have that same strength as a natural born man? No. So the same, you know, I just wanted to say that verse, you know, that way also.
And she's going to get singled out.
But I do think that if Clarissa Shield was here, she'll be like, man, I'll beat the hell out of any dude. And she will. So what happens with that? Like, she'll be like, bring it on, let's go. Clarissa can beat a man up.
Listen, yeah, I'm not saying certain level. She can beat a smaller man up, yeah.
Probably
she's not going to beat. No, she's not.
She'll beat everybody up in here.
Okay, because y'all are. Listen,
you, Clarissa Shield.
Clarissa Shield. She's a professional boxer. What I'm saying is, the average woman is not gonna beat a man in a fight with just fist fight. This is, you guys are natural. You're stronger than us. It just is what it is.
That was my point. It's biological.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Beat me. You beat me. Enjoy it and embrace it.
It's tough. We are on the forefront of this transition, of those transitioning. And so some scream it loud and proud. I would say those like Timothy, he's one to stand on it and scream like, yo, this is who I am, accept me for who I am. But there's also those that understand that, like, look, like, I know who I am, I know I'm a little this, but like, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable because that's gonna make me feel uncomfortable, and I just want to be accepted. And it's like, where do you find the line in between that, especially in sports, especially in gym places, public places, restrooms, friendship dynamic? It's tough. Like, these are very thin lines, and one side, like LGBTQ community, they want to scream it loud and proud, as they should. At the same point in time, this is something very new to us.
But also, you know, for the, you know.
We accept you.
That's the parting gift.
Thank you. We accept you. And we want you to know.
You're in, man. We love you, man.
Shout out my LGBTQ communities. Have a lot of family over there. Y'all are great people. I'm a supporter. I'm an advocate. I'm not a part of it. Shout out to y'all, though.
Harrison.
He had his own segue. Like, who do you think he is?
Me.
Tell you, Michelle Williams would never, ever. They would never allow her to get this much.
Exactly.
Ever. Well, I think that we covered it. We got enough. This was part 2 of the Excuse Me, I'm Talking. This was very deep. We'll try to cover it up and make it a little soft towards at the end with some jokes, but this is a very serious topic and this is a very serious subject. And with this being said, let's continue the conversation for real, because no one should be able to feel uncomfortable. We all are in this world together. You know, support one another, love on one another, check on your peoples, you know, say hello to somebody new.
And we're in it. And in the day of social media, there's a lot of people that like to give opinions and try to influence. I feel like there should be more conversation to understand rather than pushing a narrative.
Yes, and if you have anything to say that we may not have said, drop it in the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
They say I'm insane. Must be something wrong inside my brain. 'Cause I hear demons calling